tours, put your hands in the air, wave them around like you do care, and one of those wonderful Studio Tour ambassadors will bring a pair over to you. I don't see any hands going up that need 3D glasses, so I think we're good. You're good to go, folks. So yes, we're going to be leaving in just a little bit. Now, one more thing for everybody's safety. If you do happen to have anybody in your group whose feet do not quite touch the bottom of the tram, children, relatives, small boyfriends, stuff like that, please move them to the center of the row that they are in, folks, away from those tram gates, because when it gets shaky, I just want everybody to be safe. Now, we are going to be leaving in just a little bit, folks. We do got to get that driver on board, but I got to let you know that we have been a very active production studio the past couple of days. We have had several shows been filming on our back lot, shows like Happy's Place starring Reba McEntire, but also a new great show starring David Allen Greer called St. Dennis Medical.
Welcome to St. Dennis Medical Center.
St. Dennis Regional Medical.
I have access to some really good stuff, and I will hook you up.
Yeah. No, man. That was a test.
We're like the Avengers, you know?
We're not supposed to have favorite patients, but we do.
I almost don't want them to get better.
Hey, what kind of blotchy?
It's the other one.
Oh my God, that's much worse. Wow.
Now, I do love to talk about David Allen Greer, being from in Living Color fame, but did you know he's also a part of a really great horror movie anthology that is one of my favorites, folks, Tales from the Hood. Highly recommend that one. So we are now leaving the theme park behind. Welcome aboard, folks. My name is Vincent. I'm going to be your tour guide, but I have to let you know,
Vincent from
this does not make me
back
look
in
attractive at all.
2022
It makes me very terrifying.
for our
and Horror
nighttime.
Nights is over. So this is going to be the only time you're going to be seeing me on camera. Also, this light will get in the way of our driver's vision. We take safety very seriously around here. But our driver is a very important gentleman that's going to be getting us around 400 acres today. He's fast. Let's hope he's not that furious. Let's give it up for Mark. Give him a big round of applause. So grateful for him, because without him, yep, this would be a walking tour. No fun. But the last person I got to introduce you to, and that is my co-host. I have probably one of the best co-hosts in the game. You all know him from SNL fame, but he's also the host of The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. That's right, you guessed it, it's Jimmy. Take it away, buddy. All yours.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You got the very best guy.
Vincent!
And the greatest driver.
Mark.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Vincent?
owes me $5.
Hey, I paid you back. What the
You
heck?
guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. Yes, I do have a few safety rules that we do have to go over. First, if you need guest assistance, have a medical emergency, or if you drop anything of value up the side of the tram, or if you have any sound or video issues, please reach up and grab the red E-cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please remain seated, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times, holding on to all your personal belongings. The studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use that restroom, pull that cord and remain seated. Please, no smoking or vaping of any kind during the tour. Be prepared, our tour today does feature loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but do keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. Finally, for the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while on board. All right, everybody, we are now heading to the front lot area of the studio. But if you take a look on your left-hand side of the tram, you're seeing we're in the middle of a very large expansion in our theme park. Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift, a new roller coaster, will be opening up to the public 2026. But on your right-hand side of the tram, we have been going by our movie timeline. Now, these posters that we are going to start passing again are just a small fraction of the thousands of movies that we have done after being in business for over 100 years. That's right, you heard me correctly. Our opening day as a studio was more than 100 years ago. Take a look at your monitors. I'm going to show you some pictures of that day. Now, back on March 15th, 1915, our founder, Carl Laemmle, the wonderful gentleman in the bow tie, he did invite the general public onto our back lot so that they could see silent movies being made. Guests could walk from set to set and marvel at the new technology involved in filmmaking. But right now, folks, as we get to the bottom of the hill, if you get your attention on your left-hand side of the tram, we're now going by our oldest and biggest sound stage, and that is number 12. Now, this black and white building on your left was built back in 1928, and it is roughly 30,000 square feet in size. But if you take a look at your monitors, I'm going to show you a small sampling of movies that were filmed in this soundstage. We're now passing on your left. That is where they filmed Frankenstein's Laboratory, Dracula's Lair, and Scarface's Mansion. But I'm going to pause the clip right here because I do want you to see, sorry about that, what our sound stages do look like on the inside. They're essentially very large. Actually, on your left, one of the doors are open, and that is a much better view. They're essentially very large warehouse-like buildings that are 98% soundproof. Now that soundproofing is crucial because it allows our filmmakers to not worry about any outside noise or interference interrupting their shots. But on your left-hand side right now, these last two sound stages we're now going by, number 7 and 8, we're very busy filming a very popular television show for our Peacock streaming service. Bel-Air, a dramatic retelling of the 90s sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, just finished filming their 4th and final season in those sound stages. But as we come make the turn, everybody, we're going to be heading into the heart of our front lot. And as we do that, I want you to keep your attention on your left, because right now in the distance, we're going by our second oldest and second biggest sound stage, number 14. Now that black and white building was built back in 1932, and it is roughly 20,000 square feet in size. But inside of number 14, that is where they have filmed such movies like John Carpenter's The Thing. Parts of How the Grinch Stole Christmas starring Jim Carrey were filmed in that building, specifically all the interior shots of Mount Crumpet. But that is also where they filmed one of my favorite Ron Howard movies, Apollo 13. Take a look at your monitors. I'm going to let Ron Howard, the director of that movie, tell you how they got those really intricate shots of Mission Control right in that soundstage we just passed on your left.
Realism was an essential element for Apollo 13. After all, we were recreating an important moment in American history, a moment many Americans witnessed on television. We thought about filming in Houston, Texas, where the original control room for the Apollo missions still exists. Unfortunately, NASA's engineers didn't have filmmaking in mind when they built Mission Control. Since there was no room for the elaborate camera cranes and tracks we needed for the shots, we had to build our own Mission Control. Everything had to be exact, even down to the tiniest detail.